There are obviously multiple use cases for using the personalization cards. The first one that I'm going to take you through would be that of going from a gross list of segments, messages, moments of truth, and content feeds into a net list of them. So basically what you do is that you would gather your team, you would take out the cards, and what you do is that you'd actually maybe start with the segments, just unfolding what are the demographic segments that we could choose from. So retirees, luxury shoppers, rural customers, local shoppers, frequent travelers, whatever, women, no kids, women with kids, working professionals, you get it. All kinds of demographic segments. You probably already have some content in your master content, your canonical assets, where you've agreed on which demographic segments are the ones that are most ideal for us. You could also be looking at value-based segments. Maybe you didn't even consider them to begin with. High-value customers, churn risk customers, those could be your RFM segmentation, for instance. Figuring out which of these are important to us, where do we have a problem, where do we have an unreleased potential. Could also be behavioral segments. So gift shoppers, window shoppers, occasional shoppers, high cart abandoners, mobile browsers, desktop browser returning visitors, whatnot. These segments will spur a great discussion among your teams. Going from, okay, so if these are all the segments in the world, or at least suggested segments, taking this from the big gross list here into a net list of the actual segments that matter a lot to you. I'm not guessing, I don't believe that these segments will cover every conceivable needs. Obviously, there's also the option of having the blank cards made with a shiny plastic surface so you can put in the name of your custom segment. So doing this exercise together with your team will give you some clarity on which segments that you should be focusing on, and you'll have fenced that in within the guardrails of the nomenclature of the bow tie of personalization. Then you can basically do the same with the messages. So which campaign messages are important for us? What are the most important campaigns? What are the most important tactical promotional campaign messages that we have? What are the most important lifecycle messages depending on our value proposition and depending on, for instance, do we have a loyalty program or not? And again, here there are blank cards to help you fill in the rest here. Doing the same for the moments of truth, having this sound discussion of, so where in the customer lifecycle are we currently having an untapped potential? Where are we losing money, so to speak, or where are we leaving money on the table in the attract phase, in the develop phase, in the retain phase, in the win back phase, even, or wherever in the moment of truth that you believe you have a potential. So going from a gross list of these moments of truth into a refined list, a net list of the ones that actually matter for your company will give great alignment within your CRM team, within your personalization team. Obviously, product recommendations are a big thing within commerce. Obviously, for the other industries for which we've done the personalization cards, you'll be focusing more on content, you'll be focusing more on actions or like financial instruments for trading, stock options, whatever, or bank accounts or statements on your bank account, whatever. So these content feeds obviously come in many different forms. Here for the commerce deck, you'll be looking very much at product feeds, obviously. So a product recommendation could be like purchase history, whatever you bought before. You might want to put that into an email one time or another, put it on the website. Goes with your purchase, could be good for like a follow-up recommendation with someone who just put a purchase. Or back in stock, it could also be interesting for people who actually ask to be notified around that. Not only products, it could also be at a category level or at a brand level, featured brands or brands and categories for you. Could be user-generated content, customer favorites, customer stories, sustainability stories, expert advice, trend forecasts. Here moving from product recommendations into content recommendations. Here, gift inspiration, style inspiration, lookbooks, seasonal trends. All the articles that someone else did further back in the content layer, in the content value chain, but then surfacing this in the areas where you actually are personalizing it, in the touch points where you are wanting to do something that's not just the average treatment, but something that is indeed personalized. So that wraps up the first use case that you can do with the personalization cards. Going from a gross list of each of the categories here, moving from there onto a net list. So sort of having made your target board or your playing ground ready for this will allow you to move with much greater ease and much bigger scale. While the exercise itself may take a lot of time, I'll guarantee you that that time will come back 10, 20, 30 fold, maybe even. So that's the idea. I hope you can make use of this.